Okay, so TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, and if you get offended, people, scroll on. If you let your emotions get in the way when you watch somebody's video, scroll on. If you get rage baited easily, scroll on. I had to delete a video because I was rage baiting people, and I did not want to do that. That's not my intentions for any of my videos. I don't cuss. I'm pretty nice. I'm trying to enlighten people to the truth and try and lead them back to God. Okay? So again, if you get offended easy, this is not the video for you. You need to scroll on. Okay? Okay. This is a video that had over 500,000 views, and I had to take it down today because tons of people were getting rage baited over it, and I was getting my comments reported. So if I have a clown emoji in there, that's bad, okay? If I say the word D-U-M-B, that's also bad. So now, clearly, I can't say certain words because people get offended. This is sensitive talk, I guess, now. Anywho, this is why I'm talking so delicately and sweetly. This is not what true earthers, biblical earthers, flat earthers, or level earthers believe in. This is complete propaganda. Okay, we don't believe in that. Also, stay off the Flat Earth Society. It's made for propaganda. Nobody uses that website. Okay? This is the map that we have. It's the closest one we have. It was done in 1892, right before the turn of the 19th century when everything changed. We only have magnetic north. Everything south is Antarctica, the ice ring. Antarctica is not a continent at the bottom of a ball. Okay? If you want this map, you go to Yale University online and you can pull it up and you'll be able to read all of the fine print, like this stuff down here or this stuff over there, and you'll be able to see a close-up of Antarctica all the way around. But you can see all of our continents are on here. Australia, North America, South America's down here, below my shoulder, Africa, Europe, and Asia. You can see up here it says it's scientifically and practically correct. Not all maps are 100% correct. Google Earth hasn't even updated the fact that Japan found 7,000 new islands last year. All of our ancient ancestors knew that the Earth was stationary with the firmament. All of them. But then these guys decided to come along and they wanted to change it. And if you know about these guys, you know you know. This is what a firmament looks like. It's got the moon and the sun, and then the stars are firmly placed inside of the firmament. Okay? It's a perfect clock and calendar. The sun takes care of the days and the hours. The moon takes care of the weeks and the months. And the stars, the constellations, and the 7 wandering stars are there for us to tell what season we're in, for navigation, and for keeping track of a year. Here's another depiction. Earth is set on foundations and pillars, with the sun and the moon and stars on the inside. God created it on the 2nd day of creation. He divided the waters from below from the waters above. That's why your sky is blue. And sometimes Elon hits it with his rockets. It's also why rockets always curve. You'll never see them go up and out. And it's also why rainbows curve. This is definitely what we do not believe in. No flat earther, no biblical earther believes this. Okay? And if you do believe this, and your pastor is teaching you about this, you need to find a new pastor. Pastors are deceiving their congregation, and they know it. Okay? The Bible is clear. And even without the Bible, all observable observations from land, sea, and air show a stationary, level plane. There is no curve to the earth. You can use your own street to see that there's no curve. You can use railroad tracks to see that there's no curve. You can use bridges. You can use canals. You can use big bodies of water like lakes and oceans to see that there's no curve. It's just more land. It's just more ocean. The earth is much bigger than 24,901 miles. Okay? They are lying to us about everything. Just because these people teach it to you in school doesn't make it true. Teachers are given a book that they're supposed to follow, whether it's science, health, math, social studies, or language arts. Depending on what grade they are in, they are supposed to follow a certain agenda. That's what they get paid to do. They're not paid to teach you the truth, right? If they taught you the truth, then they wouldn't have a job. These people, their jobs rely on the lie. And then there's a lot of people out there on TikTok who are paid. I'm not going to name drop, but they are paid to keep people in the dark. They want people believing that they are related to primates. And the new thing is that you're related to strawberries, and that the Tyrannosaurus Rex is a direct link to the chickens, like the chickens that you have on your farms. It's all garbage. It's all pseudoscience nonsense. You have to learn that there's a difference between science and pseudoscience, right? And so science is repeatable, it's immeasurable, it's testable. You cannot test the Big Bang. You cannot repeat the Big Bang. Nobody has ever been to space. The only thing that's been to space is your imagination, okay? With the help of Hollywood and government space agencies. And if you think that, you can see a ship going over, the curve of the earth from the water, that's not true. It's just more water. It's just going out of your view, okay? It's just more ocean, I promise you. Get off the shoreline and go get on a boat and go out there and you'll see it's just more water. Also, you can't look to the sky and watch the luminaries go east to west and think, oh, that's what we're doing too. You only think that because that's what you've been programmed with. These people and the space agencies, the images that they put out, they're stacked. So they're manipulating these pictures to be what they want them to be in order for you to believe that they are rocks that you can land on, that you'll be able to go live on one day, which is not true either. They're just lights in the firmament. Actually, the planets are just called 7 wandering stars. They're just lights. And I'll do a video on those later. The difference between what they show us and what reality is. Also, these people, their jobs rely on the lie. And you can't look to the things in the sky to determine what's going on below your own feet. Okay, that's illogical. The only reason why you think that is because you to believe that. Conditioned. Since kindergarten. Not to question authority. That has already been figured out. But that's not true. Because they've been rewriting the books since the year 150 BC. Now, I thought it was the year 300 BC is when they started it. Nope. It was before that. 150. So every time they want to change an ideology, they just gather up all the books and they get rid of them and they rewrite them and they give them to you. And an encyclopedia is a perfect example of that. So you have to use common sense and you have to use logic and you have to use critical thinking. And it is okay not to believe everything that you've been sold in school to believe. In the universities, they all lie. The universities are controlled by the government. Same thing with the schools. Rockefeller is the one who funded the General Board of Education in 1903. He wanted a nation of workers, not thinkers. What category do you fall under?